So what brought you into go-karting?
It was actually my dad. I remember when we used to live in our old house, he had one of these carts, an old one, in a Hartman, a blue one. He just had like a blue tarp on it. And then I actually never knew what it was until like I think one day I like lifted it up and I was like, "Whoa, what's this?" And then I asked my dad like, "Hey, what is this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's an old go-kart that I used to drive." I didn't know about racing or anything. I was mostly like playing games and stuff, and I didn't care much about it. It was actually one of these days that surprisingly, like, apparently my dad's been like working on it. Like, I never knew. Like, I had no idea. Like, I guess he was just in the garage working at it, like, sometimes. And then he got it starting, and he was like, "You want to drive it?" And I was like, "Really?" And then so we took it off our old stand, and then I was able to get it out there and drive it. Like, I really, really liked it.
How did it feel driving the Hartman for the first time?
Nothing ever goes back to like that first feeling. Like nothing can ever like get back to that peak. I was 13, and like I said, we were driving in a cul-de-sac with like asphalt and stuff, and it wasn't like too crazy. It was an old chassis too, so like it doesn't have any of the type of mechanics that these new karts have and stuff.
What did you find exciting about driving a kart?
Oh
what
my
stuck
God.
out to you?
It was like the speed and just like, just like driving outside of like the cart and just hearing the engine rev. It was like crazy. I just felt like so, I don't know, alive. Like there's nothing more interactive than that. Like I played sports and had fun, but like actual driving and like just going up in speed and just like driving and handling it and taking full control of the cart, there's no better feeling than that.
Did you feel like you have a lot of learning to do to get the maximum out of your cart? Or did you think you were off the pace?
When I remember when I used to drive here in El Paso, when we had the El Paso track for a little while, I remember that I used to be like almost relatively a back marker, but I guess I never thought of myself needing more practice. I always thought of it as like me just trying to get faster.
What did you feel like you needed to do to gain that goal, to gain more places?
To me, it was all about speed. I was just trying to go as fast as I could, take fast straightaway, take a turn as fast as possible. It also helped my dad too, because my dad would always be trying to learn more and try to tune the cart more to what I would like to drive. I'd always tell my dad like, "Oh yeah, I want the brakes, it's not braking a little bit enough," and I would tell him, and then my dad would fix it. So I would say my dad actually helped me a lot in trying to gain those places. So it was more of like a dual effort.
How dramatically did your perspective of karting change? How widened were your horizons?
Oh no, like the first race I had, it was pretty crazy, because I was out there with other people when I was usually like by myself, and it's way different when I'm with other people and like actually doing a race. I was actually very nervous. I didn't want to make myself look like an idiot, and I wanted to drive as quickly and then keep up with those top people. I usually always saw them as like goals. Like I was like, if I can reach close to them, like I'm getting faster, I'm getting better. That's why I have so much respect for it. It was crazy. It's like something I just strived for.
You've won a few championships now. Where are you right now, karting wise?
I don't know. Now that I am where I am, I've won 2 championships. Not to sound like arrogant or anything. Like I know now that I've gotten here because of like all the work and striving and all like the work my dad and I have been putting into karting. I actually never thought I was that good, of a racer. I guess I just put myself down a little bit, but I'm here now and I'm winning, and I'm happy about that. But the thing is that like you'll never be at the top forever. That's why I'm always even now I'm still trying to be the fastest. I'm still trying to lose time. I'm still trying to make sure I kind of get ahead, because it's like it's never not like you don't just win a race and then you stop from there. You always keep trying to improve.
Have you thought about doing like racing in another like a larger championship?
I would like to compete. The only thing is that like with our class, the World Formula class, it'd be quite difficult to compete at a national level just because there's not very many World Formulas. If there was a class out there, World Formulas at a national level, I would definitely be there.
Are there any other classes of karting that you're looking into?
Oh yeah, we were testing out the shifter. I think the shifter class is pretty good. So I think I'd probably move it down to 2-cycle, race there, and then after 2-cycle, I'd probably move into cars.